Okay, today we're going to do the last of the polynomial operations. We'll still be talking about polynomials next, but we're doing the last of the polynomial operations. And that's going to be on 104 and 105, so we're going to label those. We'll come back and glue in your sheet on there in a little bit. Okay, so turn to 104 and 105. 104 should be on the left. If you don't have a printer or something, you're just going to write on here. It's 18.3, special products. Okay, that's on 104, and 105 is the same, 18.3, special products. Okay, so let's work those problems. If you don't have a printer, just write them on here, 1 through 8, 1 through 4 on this page, 5 through 8 on page 105, and let's start solving it.
So if you had x squared, there were how many x's? 2. Okay, well this says you got x plus 4 squared. What do you think that means? Not 4 x's. There are 2 of these. X plus 4 and x plus 4. That's what that means. There are 2 of them. Once you understand that there are 2 of them, we can now solve this problem. Because it's just like we've done in the past. How do you solve or multiply these together now? Okay, you distribute and you get x squared, you said. Okay, then what? X times 4, which is 4x, okay? And then 4 times x is? And 4 times 4? What do we do last? Combine like terms. Are there any? What are the like terms? The two 4x's. X squared plus, what's 4 plus 4? Plus 16. This is actually a special type of trinomial. We'll talk about that in a minute. Alright, if we're going to do number 2, what do we need to do? Same thing. Write it twice. If you don't write it twice, I bet you that you will think the answer is 36x squared minus 1. That's not right. People just square this and then square that. That's not what's going on. Alright, now what do I do? Okay, 6x times 6x. 36x squared. 6x times negative 1. Negative 1 times 6x. Okay, and negative 1 times negative 1. Then what? So 36x squared, then what? Plus 12? Minus 12x plus 1. I want you guys to do 3 and 4. First on number 3. Write it down twice. Don't forget that you need to write it down twice. Some people do that all the time and get the wrong answer. I have a meme later I'll show you about not writing it down twice. Alright, then what'd you do? Okay, what's negative x times negative x? Positive x squared. Okay, negative x times 3. 3 times negative x. And 3 times 3. Okay, combine like terms, what'd you get? Has anybody noticed a pattern in these yet? Those middle things, the middle terms are always like terms, but what are they every single time we've had a squared? They're the exact same number in the middle every single time. What did you guys do with number 4? Wrote it twice. Wrote-ed, no. Wrote it twice. Alright, then what? So 3x times 3x. 3x times negative 9. 9 times 3x. Oh, look, they're the same again. And negative 9 times negative 9. So 9x squared minus what? Plus. Some people like the rule. I'm going to tell you what the rule is. So let's say you have some number a plus b and you're going to square it. We've been writing it twice, right? The rule is actually that if you can take the first thing and square it, like what was 3 squared? 9, and what was x squared? X squared, 9x squared. And then you can put plus 2 times a and b. So 3 times 9 was negative 27. Well, if you double that, you get negative 54. Plus the last thing squared. That is the actual rule. You do not have to memorize that rule if you write it twice. If you like shortcuts, you can use the rule. So what that says is you take the first thing and square it, then plus 2 times the first and last thing, plus the last term squared. Again, if you like it, use it. If you don't, write it twice. Yes. Alright, I'm going to pass out another sheet that has a different rule, and I think you'll like its rule a lot better. We don't have to write this twice, obviously, because it's already written for us. What do you notice about every problem on this page? They're the same except what? The sign. This is actually called a sum and difference. So you got a sum and a difference, or you got a difference and a sum. It doesn't matter if they're switched around. Alright, but if you're working this problem, what are you going to do? Distribute, just like what we've been doing forever. X times x. X times negative 6. 6 times x. And 6 times negative 6. Do I have like terms? What are they? In the middle, what happens? X squared minus 36. There is a trick for this, but I'm pretty sure you'll notice it. Let's do number 6. What do you think? You think the middles are going to cancel? The middles will cancel, that's the rule. But where do you get these two numbers? Oh, from the outside, here and here. Alright, so distribute. X times x is x times 4. Negative 4 times x. And negative 4 times 4. What happens to my like terms? So I get x squared minus that's what I need to know. How can you look at this or this and just know what the answer is? What do you think? Go ahead. The first two terms, you multiply those together. What is 7 times 7? Okay, and then what? Minus x times x, x squared. The rule is square the first, so 7 squared is 49, minus square the last. So then if you're squaring the first on number 8, what's the answer? 9x. Forgot something there. Squared. It's always minus because it's in positive and a negative. Minus 4. Yep, I like that rule better than the last one. but we're going to write it down. You've got two terms. As long as they're the same, one is plus, one is minus, it doesn't matter if they're swapped, then the rule is you square the first minus square the last. That is called a sum and difference.
Okay, now that we've finished multiplying, we're going to glue those to 104. I think I'm going to have to get a new glue stick. Yep, I'm going to have to get a new glue stick. But we're gluing them to 104 and 105. So this one on 104, 5 through 8 on 105, and then you'll start on the assignment. I'm pretty sure it's in your book today. And we actually will multiply again tomorrow, but it's going to be on a different page, a little bit different of a lesson. But I'll see you in the next video.